Join us today as we learn how to regulate our emotions. Emotions are often seen as something difficult or confusing to deal with, especially for men. Society has taught us that expressing emotions, especially the vulnerable ones, isn't always manly. This can create a lot of pressure to suppress feelings, which over time can lead to frustration, stress, and even confusion about how to process what we're feeling. But here's the good news. Understanding and regulating emotions isn't just important for our mental well-being, it's a skill that can be learned and mastered. Let's break it down in a way that's easy to understand. Why do we struggle with emotions? From a young age, many men are taught to toughen up, don't cry, or man up when we feel upset. These phrases are rooted in ideas about masculinity that say emotions are weak or something to be avoided. As a result, many men grow up repressing their feelings or even worse, not knowing how to express them in healthy ways. However, emotions are part of being human. Whether we like it or not, we all feel things like sadness, anger, fear, and joy. It's a natural part of life. The problem arises when we don't know how to handle or process these emotions properly. If we push them down, they can resurface in unhealthy ways, like anger outbursts, conflict, or even physical health problems. What is emotional regulation? Emotional regulation is simply the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your emotions in a healthy way. It doesn't mean suppressing your feelings or pretending they don't exist. Rather, it's about knowing how to process emotions effectively so that they don't overwhelm you. It's about finding balance. Think of emotional regulation like driving a car. You know that when you push the accelerator, the car goes faster, but if you don't control your speed, you might end up in trouble. Similarly, when emotions rise, you can learn to control how you respond rather than letting them control you. Steps to regulate your emotions. Acknowledge your emotions. The first step to emotional regulation is recognizing what you're feeling. It can be hard to pinpoint exactly how you're feeling, but it's an important skill to develop. Are you frustrated, sad, anxious? Sometimes we jump straight into thinking like, I'm just stressed because of work, but the truth is, there's often more to it than that. Maybe you feel anxious about your performance or you're worried about letting others down. Try to name the emotion you're experiencing. It's the first step in taking control. Pause and take a breather. Once you identify what you're feeling, take a moment to breathe. Our natural instinct when emotions hit is to react, but taking a step back helps you pause and think. It's like hitting the pause button on a video game. This doesn't mean avoiding the feeling, it means giving yourself space to process before reacting. Try deep breathing or positive self-talk to slow down your immediate reaction. Express your emotions in healthy ways. Emotions are meant to be expressed, but it's important to do so in healthy ways. If you're feeling anger, frustration, or sadness, talk to someone you trust, whether it's a friend, partner, or therapist. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can also help clear your mind and make sense of what's going on inside. Physical activities like working out or going for a walk can help release built-up tension. Challenge negative thoughts. Our emotions are often influenced by our thoughts, and sometimes those thoughts can be negative or irrational. For instance, if you're feeling down about yourself, you might think, I'm not good enough or I'll never succeed. These kinds of thoughts only amplify negative emotions. Try to challenge those thoughts by asking yourself if they are really true. What evidence do you have for them? Are there alternative ways to view the situation? Practice self-compassion. Many men are hard on themselves, especially when they experience emotions that feel weak or uncontrolled. This can create a cycle of guilt or shame. It's important to treat yourself with kindness and patience. Everyone struggles with emotions, and learning how to regulate them is a process. Acknowledge that it's okay to feel what you're feeling and that you're doing your best to manage it. Seek professional help if needed. If you're finding that your emotions are overwhelming or difficult to manage on your own, it's okay to seek help. Talking to a therapist or counselor can give you tools and strategies to cope better with your emotions. It's a sign of strength, not weakness, to ask for support. Why emotional regulation is important. When you learn to regulate your emotions, you gain control over how you respond to challenges. You're less likely to explode in anger or shut down emotionally. Instead, you become more resilient, more focused, and more at ease in difficult situations. Emotional regulation helps you build healthier relationships, improve your mental and physical health, and feel more confident in yourself. Learning how to regulate emotions is a skill that anyone can develop. It starts with recognizing and acknowledging your feelings, then taking steps to process and express them in healthy ways. Emotional regulation isn't about suppressing what you feel, it's about managing it in a way that helps you grow, build better relationships, and improve your well-being. Remember, it's okay to feel. The key is learning how to manage and express those feelings in a way that serves you, not overwhelms you. Join us at Heal Play Love University for more tips on living a powerful life.